Alright, subscribers, my subscribers. I'm saying I have subscribers, my 6 subscribers. I'm still at the beach now, and now there's more people out, and now, like, in my thinking, I'm just thinking, like, horror viewing. So I'm saying horror viewing. So that's what's going on now, horror viewing. So I just wanted to say that, but I look so good right now, so I'm just going to keep recording until the phone stops. So, yeah, but I'm still at the beach and stuff. I don't know, there's going to be people in the shot and all of that, but forget about it. Remember, I'm doing horror viewing, so it's all horror viewing right now. So the stuff is still extremely shocking and stuff. So some of the people, like those who guide things, they's not going to be living and stuff. They's not living at all. They's not going to be living. But like they said, maybe like they's existing or whatever, then those people things over there, they's not a race group or whatever. I don't even know if they's being shown or whatever. I mean, those things they's not good or whatever. Wherever the fuck they is at, they's not regular. So I'm just saying, like, horror viewing. Maybe some of them could be regular. Either way, I don't care, whatever. I'm just guessing. Because the stuff is still extremely shocking. Like, I had more of that wedding cake marijuana, or I had it. It's extremely shocking. So now, like, I'm not gonna think to try to argue anybody I see. Like, I'm just gonna guess for horror viewing and still think for horror thinking. The worst thing that could really happen to somebody is if they set for racism and they did not have any private parts, and they would have reactions from people's skin color, and they wouldn't be able to eat any of the food, and they wouldn't be able to drink any water. And whatever racism person thing or whoever the fuck would not be able to drink any water. That would be horrible. So that's the most shockingest thing. So that shit is not funny. Especially if somebody was set for the racism and would have reactions from people's skin color. That would not be funny. And especially if somebody did not have any private parts, that would not be funny at all. And especially if whoever or whatever person would not be able to eat no food, that would not be funny at all. That would not be funny. So, but these people out here, it's the energy happening and shit now. So I know my life and stuff, but these people, they might have their own shit or whatever. That's why I say it's just like horror viewing, like horror guessing. I don't know any of these people. Then either way, if they make like they said, like everybody's doing their own thing. That's what I'm saying. But the shit is not good or whatever, I guess, but maybe not. That's why, like, if I've seen any of these people out, I'm just saying, like, horror viewing. And then I know, like, if I say something to somebody they's already said or whatever, so sure, whatever. That's why I said on my thing, oh, it's pretty shocking. If I'm around anybody, it's, like, not even actually really so serious at all. That's why I said it's just, like, horror viewing. And I don't have to guess how there's even people out or how they's acting. And then I could even still guess to think something horrible would happen. Then I could think that wouldn't be that serious or whatever. Because then somebody say that they don't give a fuck. Or if I said all the stuff I just said, then somebody say that they don't give a fuck or whatever. But then I could think, oh, I don't even care or whatever. But then even if it's this argument or whatever, somebody could say, oh, the other person say that they didn't give a fuck or whatever. Or somebody say, stay in your own lane. Or then somebody say make their own waves. Right, but it maybe ain't nobody ever arguing any stuff, but the stuff is so shocking. This is still just in general overall, if anybody was to say up anything for real. It's just not fake or whatever. But those two guy dudes, I'm not going to try and show them that much or whatever, but when they was around or whatever, then my heart rate fucking went up the whole time I was at the beach. Everything's fine or whatever, because them two do things is not living or whatever. They just act off the phone thing and they'll flip out or whatever. But shit is not good. So I don't know. But that's what I'm saying, when everybody has their own stuff, that's it or whatever. So it's not another. Now it's a whole bunch of guys near me and shit. The shit is not fake. Now it's not going on. It's not. But the one dude right there, they look gay. I'm not gonna show all the camera. I can't leave the camera around because they go right there. But the one dude, they like to do gay, and they looking like that. Stop, that's not good. But the dude could be regular. But I don't know. Now I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know what's going on. But whatever it is, this stuff is not funny or whatever. They have people set, however, but whatever. The most horrorest thing is if it's racism. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it could be all different types of people, have different types of attitudes. That guy right there, I'm not thinking anything bad or whatever, but the stuff is still just not funny and stuff. But those two do things, they's not good or whatever. But the one guy dude is gay, they's gay, they ain't had nobody looking like that or whatever. So that shit is not funny. So now them other two dudes is talking loud. If it's any happening stuff, the shit ain't gonna be good. So I'm looking at that dude because that dude is gay. I don't give a fuck or whatever. I wouldn't argue shit or whatever with the dude or whatever. But you see, look, nowadays talking to that dude, that shit is not good. Or that dude just said something to them too. I don't give a fuck or whatever. The shit might not sound regular or whatever because the stuff has not been regular, but stuff is so shocking. But now that dude, they like is with that that girl, where the girl at? I sure can't tell where I'm showing or whatever. Did somebody see the bitch or not? Yeah, look. I don't give a fuck, but the dude is still gay. Whether or not that dude like that hoe, that dude is still gay. But that don't mean that's horrible or whatever, or bad or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Forget about it. But you see that hoe or whatever, that girl, that bitch is in a shocking ass energy state or whatever. That shit's not fake or whatever. So they ain't had no bitches acting like they seem, however, and stuff maybe so seen out or whatever. But whatever it is, if it's anything negative, it's just the racism or whatever. So them two dude guys that was over there, I might not be able to show them or whatever. They's not good or whatever. They's gonna be set for racism. So I don't know if they gonna know that now and want to argue, but they're gonna be put in the microwave and stuff, and be put in the blender and be carved up and stuff, and sliced up, and people put them on their plates and stuff. So that's just not fake, and I would still think that would happen. But now we did gay, but he's probably with that hoe. But that bitch wouldn't give a fuck if I said anything, but look, now that hoe's coming over here. I don't know that hoe. Get a hoe and the bitch just looked at me or whatever. But the bitch don't have no ass. But the bitch do have an ass. The bitch has butt cheeks, but the bitch butt cheeks is so small. I'm not gonna show the girl and stuff. I'm not flipping the camera all out. I can't flip the camera and stuff. But the stuff's too shocking. That bitch wouldn't give a fuck or whatever, even if it's a population out and I'm sitting here. That's why I'm saying if it was a whole population, wouldn't nobody say anything to me if I'm sitting right here. Ever. I'm not a part of no population stuff. But I might see how people might be or whatever. That shit is not fake. But I'm still looking at the hoe or whatever. And the bitch has small breasts. So the bitch, I just ain't seen no people out or whatever. But the dude is like gay looking. But the dude look good. But I wouldn't argue about the dude or whatever. They got their own arms or whatever. But realistically, that dude is gay. Now they might make like they could be with a bitch. But the dude is more so gay for real. It's actually not fucking fake. That dude is kind of gay. That shit is not fake. They might would be gay. Look, I'm gonna wait or whatever. So look, see the bitch is seeing me or whatever. I tried to show the hoe. I couldn't do it or whatever. I was just gonna show, cause I'm just looking at people and guessing and stuff. But I'm not gonna show the hoe or whatever. I'm not. But the dude seemed gay. But the dude still look good and stuff. But the dude seemed gay. But the hoe seemed a certain way and stuff. The girl. Remember, I'm out here at the beach. Remember, I'm at the beach right now. Look, you see my feet or not? You see my shoes? What is that right there? I don't even know what's showing and stuff. Now I'm seeing like through my sunglasses. So I don't know. I'm not looking. But now I'm gonna like walk around, but it's extremely cold. Like what it is, like it's like I feel warm and stuff, but the video could cut off. Hopefully it does not. It might or not. But now it's like more people and stuff, but it's not so many people, but ain't no, there's more people out. So I'm still at the beach and everything. So, but the water is very cold. I don't even know. I gotta be careful not to drop this phone and stuff. Remember I said, oh my god. But I thought it was gonna be hot, maybe. Because I checked the weather, it said like 79 degrees, 80 degrees and stuff. So I was like, alright. But it's cold and stuff. I'm cold. The air is cool. It's not hot. Because sometimes the temperature can be low, but it can be warm maybe. But it's hot. Or it's cold. You're hot and you're cold. That song is not. That shit is not funny. That's for horror music stuff. That shit is not fake. So, but yeah, but now like somebody could just try and relax themselves if ever in any situation. If somebody's feeling so shocking and they don't want to get upset, somebody just say maybe they're looking at horror viewing. But horror viewing is has multiple like energies, meanings and stuff about it. Horror viewing, if somebody says horror viewing, so it's not fake. So, but the hell over there, I don't know, the stuff is too shocking and stuff. I'm not arguing over no female girl or whatever. And then I just say, if anything ever, I just say, oh, somebody had their own arm. Or somebody had their own butt. But nobody is around me and stuff. That's why I don't know if I should keep doing these videos or if it's serious or whatever. But then I can think, if I'm making the videos, I feel shocking sometimes if I look at them and stuff. Then if I put them on YouTube and see the pictures and all the pictures and had a title and stuff, then I feel good. I click on the video, then I watch the video, it makes me feel good, and I like seeing the videos I have and stuff. So, but then I don't know if I have subscribers or not or whatever, but either way I'm still making videos and stuff. So good, I'm low-key gonna stay out here. Like I feel shocking right now. Gotta hold on. Oh god. I gotta hold on. This shit's not fake. I just got this phone. But this phone is a Motorola phone. Motorola? You think this is dramatic? Motorola phone? It could be bad now. The phones are supposed to be scary now. Motorola. I'm gonna say I'm doing witchcraft right now. Look. Motorola. But that shit is not fake or whatever. It's not fake. Because maybe it seems funny if I say that and stuff, but it's not funny. I don't know. Not for if something go on or whatever, forget about it. my teeth look. Do I look nice? What if I take off my sunglasses? I'm not gonna do that. If I do have subscribers, they already done see me and stuff, and then you can still just do on YouTube. Somebody see the YouTube channel, but you see the hoe? Look how small the bitch looks. That dude is gay. I don't give a fuck or whatever. When they had maybe like dudes was gay or whatever years ago, that dude over there is gay. So I'm not arguing that, but that's just not fake and stuff. No, but that's not even trying to, I'm not even trying to be rude or whatever. That shit is not fake or whatever. So I don't know, and it's different types of people that's out there or whatever now. But I don't know what's gonna go on. But I feel so comfy and everything. Now it's 11 o'clock on the dot. Holy fuck or whatever. I'm not trying to get them in my shot or whatever. I don't give a fuck or whatever. They still forget about the jump. I do not care. But they got not no ass people things out here. But remember, this shit is still an investigation. Because I can feel like, oh, the beach for relaxation, go to the beach for relaxing. But the stuff is shocking out here. This is just not fake. It's really not. But the beach is still beautiful. And the energy is still good. But it's still something shocking and stuff. Whatever it is, it's not funny or whatever, somehow there's some type of energy going on or whatever. So it's not just a thing, oh, maybe it's different types of people seem like they's out or whatever. I don't know, something's not good or whatever. And I just ate a bunch of chicken. I ate a whole bunch of chicken. I just ate a whole bunch of chicken. I had it in Tupperware. So, and then I'll stay out here. Then if I do get more hungry, I'm gonna eat an orange. I have a Cuties oranges. Cutie oranges that's grown from California. Oranges from California. California. But it's shocking out here. This shit's not fake. Somebody's out here, they just know they's out here. This stuff is too shocking. So what is it now? What's the stuff or whatever? But whatever it is, the stuff is not good or whatever. Stuff might not be good. Forget about it. The most horrible stuff is the racism stuff. Forget about it. And if somebody did not have no private parts, they couldn't eat any of the food and couldn't drink no water. And would have reactions from people's skin color. It would not even be a color. That's horror. That's the most horrorest thing that could go on. do, I'm gonna conclude this video. Alright? Then I'm gonna go back in the water. But I gotta take off my jacket. Alright.